right, on this case, have you received all discovery?
No, Your Honor.
What
We're
is-
here on two matters, child safe interview and an immigration matter.
There was no forensic interview done, so that's basically confirmed. The only thing we're lacking as far as discovery goes are the CPS records associated with the case where people know. That was requested. There was an issue with the either going up properly, so we have to request, so that should come in fairly quickly, I would imagine. Additionally, the only thing left is to provide defense with a copy of the same report for the exam that was done on this client. And it'll be very copy. Those are the two things left for discovery.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. I need a reset date, 30 days. Oh, no, we're coming back on July 28th on this, correct? That's what I have.
I think you said that the last time we were here, Judge.
Yes.
As for the immigration judge, I sent a request through their official form. Nobody had gotten back to me. I called them last week, who I thought was the administrative assistant.
Mhm.
She no longer works there, and another attorney answered, and I guess relayed a message, and I got an email last week from Justin Tullis
Mhm.
saying he would call me and walk me through it. I'm not sure what he meant by that.
All
But he
right,
hasn't called me.
so Mr. Lopez, on either of these charges, if you're convicted, you're going to be deported. Do you understand? If you take a plea on any of these charges, you're going to be deported. Doesn't matter if there is a lesser included and the state wants to offer you deferred on a lesser included, you're going to be deported based upon the nature of the charges. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, so we're going to come back on that date for discovery and state on that date, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else?
So I have, Your Honor, may I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Mahmood Ortega?
That's my case. He's in the box.
All right, if he'll come down. Well, it's lucky that your client made it. They say the bus has broken down.
Things go wrong at the Bexar County Jail.
Oh,
That
I
never
think
happens.
people need to pull maintenance on the transportation
They had to Narcan one of my clients there 3 weeks ago. OD'd on fentanyl.
at the jail.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm sure it was an accident.
all right. Is he a Spanish speaker?
He speaks English. I've conversed with him.
All right, why does it have Spanish speaker written down here?
Because I try to understand everything. I speak, but I don't speak it right.
All right, Norma, make sure that he has an interpreter present, okay? It
Yeah.
is Mahmood Ortega. He needs an interpreter. So, immigration issues,
Judge, he's here illegally, so it's,
you're gonna be deported based upon the nature of this offense. If you go to jury trial and if you're found guilty, you're gonna be deported. If they offer you some sort of lesser included plea, you're gonna be deported. If you go to jury trial and you're found not guilty, you're gonna be deported. Do you understand? All right, so,
the state's bringing me a copy of CPS records, Judge. That's what we came back for today. So I'll be picking them up here shortly.
all right, and did you tender an offer?
Yes.
And sir, how old are you?
35.
35? All right, Ms. Ferguson. Put this for the week of the 23rd for plea deadline,
July or June?
June.
Let me check because I'm starting a trial
Mhm.
on the 16th and the 437.
Okay.
Could we go back? Could we go out like another week? Because I know I'm going to New York on Thursday to move my daughter, and I'm not going to have time to meet with him before
All
that
right.
trial.
You want to do the week of July 7th?
Yes, that will work.
All right, Norma, plea deadline date, the week of July 7th.
Thank you.
All right, and we'll have an interpreter here for you next time
All right.
because
Thank you,
this is
Judge.
very important, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, who's here on Mariano Rendon? All right, is there a restitution amount?
Judge, so just in the past, in my experience, I think it's the best practice to submit the itemized bill from the hospital, so in this case, that's Baptist Health System.
Mhm.
The subpoena has been issued. And they are requesting 36 days.
The issue I have just with the restitution, because I just don't have any idea of what those bills are.
No, they're
Yeah, yeah.
saying that
I
it's gonna
heard
have
it.
to be reset, so
Okay.
any objection to reset so that you can get the documentation from the state?
No, Judge, not for the restitution hearing, but I just want to make clear, I just want to clarify something, Judge.
Mhm.
You know, we're still looking at all our appellate issues and things
Yes.
like that. Has the court issued a judgment yet or not yet?
No, I have.
Oh, you have. So
Yes.
I will file a motion for new trial just to extend those deadlines.
Okay.
And then I'll let the court know, we're gonna make a decision really quickly on whether we're gonna appeal it or not.
All right, so if you can go ahead and do that, because I want to say the judgment was issued on May 13th.
Yes, I
And
saw.
so I issued the ruling except for the restitution,
Yes.
because I know you all wanted
Yeah, so we
a
can
certain
just,
amount.
I'll file the motion. I'm gonna file that today. I'll file the motion for new trial today, just to extend our deadline so we know where we're at.
Okay.
We're gonna make a final decision on whether we're gonna appeal the case. I'm also going to, I would like to get the receipts, Judge, because I need to see something before I can agree to restitution.
Okay. And then what I can tell you is in the judgment, I put restitution, if any.
Yes.
So that's why the judgment is complete, but I wanted you all to have a chance to get an amount.
Understand, Judge.
All right, if we can reset this for 45 days for a restitution hearing. All right, so we'll put it down for July 24th. And if those items come in sooner and y'all want to come sooner, you can come sooner.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right, thank you. All right, who was here? Emmanuel Moses Perez.
Judge, it's me.
All right, where?
And
All
Judge,
right, so
he
for
would-
medical records.
it is, Judge. And Judge, he was late this morning, but he's got two courts, both this court and a misdemeanor court, and I think he went to the wrong court first, but he was texting me about 20 minutes to 9, just making sure.
All right, so felony court comes first, okay?
Yes.
All right, state, on this case, where are you on the medical records?
Judge, so we have provided the medical record have been uploaded.
Okay. All right, Ms. Ferguson. If you can do a 30 day reset on this and state in 30 days, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
Yes. July 8th.
All right, July 8th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. All right, thank you. Hello, are you Roxann Gonzales?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, so where are we on the blood discovery? Because it says it's been pending since February.
And then as labs gave me this stipulation for protective non-disclosure agreement, which I've never received before. Regardless, they will not produce those documents without this, which I've got defense counsel's signature, my signature. No, I just need to scan it and send it to them.
Okay, and how long is it gonna take? Did they say?
They didn't say. I expect it will take them 2 weeks.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 3-week reset for discovery on the blood draw.
Monday, June 30th.
All right, June 30th.
Mm.
Counsel, because this is discovery for the blood and your client has childcare issues, she can appear by Zoom on that
On the
day.
30th.
Yes.
All right, thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. All right, you're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 004768 State versus Mahmood Elgadrab. All right, can I have parties announced?
Jason Garrett for the state, Your Honor.
Arlene Gay for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Elgadrab? All right, so there's a bond request in your case. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Want to get that up?
All right, so a judge's warrant was issued in this case because you did not appear. Is there a reason you did not appear for court?
Yes, I was in a different county.
He was incarcerated in Hardin County and I showed the proof
Okay.
to Megan. And the state is not opposed to setting the bond at 30. And he'll have to make that bond obviously again.
Well, here's my question. We're off the record. So I issued a judge's warrant. Nobody informed me that you were in custody. And your defense is saying she didn't know you were in
I
custody.
didn't know, and I explained that to him that I just didn't know.
So who's the bondsman? The previous bondsman?
You know, it was an out-of-county bond.
From Houston, third
It's-
party.
It was third
If you-
party.
Do y'all want to call the Houston people? Because I didn't revoke his bond.
Mhm.
I just issued a judge's warrant. So if you want to call the bondsman in Houston to see if they have any objection with being on his bond,
Mhm.
then I'll just recall the judge's warrant and he'll
Okay.
be back on their bond.
I
That
can
way
do
he
that.
doesn't have to make another bond.
I can do that, Your Honor. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, so if y'all want to call them, step aside, call them, and then that's what I'll need to do.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes,
Do you need my client here?
yes, and
Okay.
Mr. Elgadrab. I'm sorry, I'm just all over the place with my.
I just call him by his first name. It's just easier. I have gotten a hold of the bonding company and they are in agreement to stay on the bond. And I have text messages just going back and forth.
Oh, I mean, you're an officer of the court.
Yes.
so- See, now he doesn't have to make another bond.
Yay. Okay.
So, I'll ask that the, warrant be recalled.
Mhm.
All right, so on this case, now we can talk about other things. Where are we with discovery and everything?
Infancy stage, just indicted. Your Honor, I've been in trial a little bit lately and, I haven't conferred with the state to get an offer, but I don't think I'm ready to get an offer right now because I have to go through the videos.
All right, Ms. Ferguson. On this case, recall it for 30 days for discovery. And state at this 30-day setting, you'll need to be prepared to tender an offer.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Um,
July 10th.
All right,
June? Yeah.
it will be July 10th, and if you'll give him a reset form.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to go put it in the box?
All right, who's here on Luis Morales? So today an offer was due, was an offer tender?
Offer was tendered, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you, sir?
30.
30. Ms. Ferguson, if you can set this in 3 weeks for a plea deadline date, please. All right, June 30th is going to be your plea deadline date. At that time, you'll need to let the court know whether or not you've reached an agreement. If you have not reached an agreement, your next setting will be a jury trial or either a bench trial. Thank you for dressing appropriate for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Who's found Miguel Velez Jr.? All right, today is plea deadline date.
Yes, Judge. So, there is an arrangement with the state, but Meredith is asking, there's some things that Mr. Velez has to do beforehand, to be in compliance with the offer. So we're asking to maybe like mid-July,
Right.
to comply with that.
And that's when it will be completed.
Yes, by mid-July, you get it done. Yes.
All right, Norma, set this for disposition at the end of July. All right. All right,
No, Velez. She's out in the hall talking.
all right. Once you sign the reset form, you are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Moncada, what's the update on your driver's license?
Yes.
Yes,
Ms. Moncada told us last week.
yeah.
That so his driver's license is still gonna be suspended for a year.
What we were bringing it back today was to get an update from his officer to see what needed to be complete that possibly we could get him, see about terminating him early.
Yes.
We received a supplemental report from the officer, and it seems that there are a couple of things that are still outstanding on his behalf. The community service hours, the aggressive driving course, and there was a TAP evaluation completed where they did recommend a couple of things. That being outpatient treatment, sober support meetings, and monthly UAs. All of his UAs that have been given have been negative. Don't see that
The sober
there's any-
support meetings are needed.
yeah, so he did do sober support meetings when you told him that was the mandate for it. So I don't know at this point if necessarily the outpatient treatment is needed or if the board would like to hold that in abeyance.
I'll
But-
hold that in abeyance.
But the
aggressive driving.
the aggressive driving course, Mr. Moncada, I believe, indicate he completed it, but we don't have any record of that.
All right,
So
Mr. Makata.
Yes.
If you've completed the aggressive driving course, you need to send that and you can send it by email to your attorney or to probation.
Okay.
So have you completed it?
I've actually, I'm gonna start working.
I'm sorry, what? You were going in and out.
I'm sorry, I apologize. As we speak, I had just talked to my, because I was, that's when I dropped the direction. I mean, I know it's something, but I'm already on it.
All right, and then with the community service hours. He should have, because this is when we were going through COVID and we didn't have a place for people to do community service hours. So I said, hey, I'm not ordering you to get the COVID vaccination, but if you get the COVID vaccination, it'll go towards your community service hours. So if he did that, then that means he owes 110 hours. So with regards to the 110 hours, you can either pay that off. And if you want to pay it off, it's at $7.25 per hour. And you can do the donation to the food bank. And during COVID time, I was suggesting for the food bank because they had a shortage of food. They still may have shortage of food. Or if there's some other charity that you want to donate to, you can just talk to probation and make sure it's a approved charity and not the human fund.
Okay, I understand.
George Costanza.
Judge, can we ask him how long it'll take to complete the aggressive driving course?
Yes. How long will it take to complete the aggressive driving course? Have they told you?
About 2 months.
2 weeks.
Yes, to be on the safe side, yes.
All right, 2 weeks?
Judge, can we just reset this then?
Yes. All right, so what we'll do is we'll reset your case for 2 weeks. You can still Zoom in. So do you think you're able to afford to pay off your community service hours?
I could work on it. I could do my best.
All right, here's the thing. If you can't afford to pay off community service hours, is there some place that you like to work for charity?
For charity, I'm willing to, yes, because I'm tight on ends, and I just had my second baby girl, and I mean I do everything in my power to do to make
I tell
it.
you what, then, since you just had your child, I'll give you some choices. I can give you more choices now. If you
Yes,
complete a parenting course, then your community service hours will be deemed satisfied, okay?
Okay.
So probation, if he completes his parenting course, then I'll deem the community service hours satisfied.
How long does it take to complete the parenting?
It should
Can
be
we
that-
reset it for a month, maybe, Judge? Give him some time.
Do you want to reset him for a month, Vashawn, or sooner? All right, so
It gets done sooner, George, we have to ask that. I can ask her.
all right, so we're gonna reset you for 1 month, but if you complete everything before then, probation will present me with a early termination, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a month reset. All right, so it will be July 8th and you can appear by Zoom.
Okay,
All right, congratulations on the baby.
thank you so much.
They're fun, that age. And don't
Yeah.
rush them into walking because once they start walking, they get into everything, but they're still
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, they are.
Have a good day, okay?
Thank you so much. You too.
Who's here on Troy Mishler?
I'm here on that case, Your Honor. Mr. Mishler's here.
All right, have him come forward, please. Hello,
Morning,
how
Judge.
was your trip?
I haven't taken it yet.
Oh, you haven't taken it
I'm
yet?
taking one at the end of this month.
Ah,
Ms. Crespo is the other prosecutor.
Oh, and Ms. Crispo did have a trip.
so
I'm
it's like,
taking it.
okay. All right, so my understanding, you all have all discovery
Yes, we do, Your Honor.
and offer tender?
Yes.
And sir, how old are you? Oh, great. Ms. Ferguson? Set this for a plea deadline date, that second week in July, please.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, are you Roberto Monreal? No, but she isn't. No, you need to.
I got excited. I saw you.
No, hi. Oh, yeah, he's in. All right, so let me explain something to you. I understand that you're his parents, and he seems very young to me. But once they're charged with a felony offense, they're considered legally to be an adult, right? So you're not allowed to come up here with him unless you're coming as witnesses, okay? But you can come to court and everything, but he's here with his attorneys, all right? And what I can tell you is this, because I know parents are concerned, we want to be involved, right? And we want to know everything that's happening. But this is what I'm going to tell you. I've been a defense attorney before, and I'm sure they'll tell you. If you're in on their meetings with him where they're discussing things, it's no longer confidential. That means that the state can call you as a witness to figure out, if they want to, what happened, what was said. So even though you're his parents, he's an adult, they're his attorneys. What I can tell you about these two attorneys, nothing's going to happen unless y'all know about it. Nobody's going to, yes.
Those are the victim's parents.
That's the victim's parents.
Oh.
His mom is in the courtroom.
Ah, hey, mom.
There's the victim's parents.
Okay, they said they were the parents. All right.
No, I'm not his parent.
Okay, so you all need to step back.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hi, mom. Everything's gonna be fine. All right. All right, so you want an appointment of a second chair,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that will be granted. And I'm assuming are you retained or no?
Well, as part of the bond situation, yes, as part of the bond conditions, I am retained.
All right, so what I'm gonna need to do, if you want the court to appoint a second chair, I need to get some information about his finances.
I can tell you, it was a big effort to make the bond, and I can tell you that he is.
Oh, well, I need to
You
call
wanna
him to
ask,
see.
go ahead.
All right. Court is calling 2025 CR 0060558B, State versus Roberto Monreal. Can I have parties announce?
Nick Aguilar on behalf of Roberto Monreal.
And I'm sorry, this is just for an appointment of a second chair, State.
Understood.
All right, and are you Mr. Monreal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Roberto Monreal.
All right, so defense, you're asking for the appointment of a second chair?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if you want to ask your client questions about financial.
Absolutely, Judge. You already stated your name, please.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
And how long have you been 18?
A month, like short of a month.
Okay. And are you currently working?
No, sir.
Okay, and before you bonded out, how long were you in jail?
About 3 months.
Okay. And before those 3 months, were you working?
No, no, sir.
So you have no assets at all in your name?
No, sir.
Okay, and where are you living?
With my mom.
Okay, and your dad lives in
Phoenix.
Phoenix, Arizona?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I know it was a group effort to make the bond, right?
Yes, sir.
Between your mom and dad,
Yes, sir.
and they're separated?
Forced?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have the funds to hire a second attorney on the capital murder?
No, sir.
Have you looked into it or your parents looked into it?
Hiring a second attorney?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Roberto, are you currently going to school?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you graduated from high school?
No, sir.
And how short are you from graduating?
3 credits away, sir.
Okay. And you're currently on GPS monitor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And how are you paying the monitor fee?
My mom is, sir.
Okay, so you can't even afford the $300 monitor fee
No,
yourself?
sir.
All right. I'm gonna grant the motion. I'll appoint a second chair. And then state who's gonna be handling this case. All right, Mr. Garehan, on this case, are you all proceeding on this as a capital murder?
I'm sorry, Judge, I don't know which one this was.
Roberto Monreal.
Oh, okay, Judge, as in capital, I believe it was just murder and robbery.
Well, in count one, you do have it as a murder, a felony murder.
Correct, Judge.
All right, and then count two is an aggravated robbery.
Is Judge.
Okay,
And for the record, I was the court-appointed second chair to Suzanne Kramer before Mr. Aguilera filed his notice. So that's why I'm.
okay. All right, so I've granted the motion to have the second chair. And for the record, as she stated, he was previously appointed Miss Suzanne Kramer as first chair and Miss Guerrero as second chair. And that the attorney, Mr. Aguilera, was retained to make the bond.
Run the bond, yes.
All right. So we can go off the record. So on this case, where are we? Let me see where the other cases are set.
This one was supposed to be set for a bond reduction today. That's why we were out of order.
Okay. All right, Norma, when are the other cases set?
All of them were set for today, Judge.
Okay.
Only 2 are set for today. 1 was pushed for next week because the council was out of town.
All right, so then what we'll do is let's get a discovery date on this one. And we'll do, because of the nature of the offense, put me at 45 days for discovery. All right, so we're gonna recall it July 24th for discovery. All right, and my understanding, the complainant's family is here.
Yes, Judge.
And so, if you could move this way. To all the parents in the courtroom who are involved in some shape, form, or fashion with regards to these cases, I know that emotions run high. I thank you for not causing any problems coming up, so I appreciate that. So I just want everybody to know that all the people involved are deemed to be adults legally by the court. So I understand that emotions can run high, but I want to remind everyone, we can't do that inside the courtroom and hopefully not outside the courtroom. Just let the legal process, sort itself out. And so to all the persons who come down, who want to see something that is happening in regards to these cases, the first part of the legal process is for me to make sure that the defense has all their discovery so that if someone decides they want to go to trial, they can go to trial. It does no good for people not to have all their discovery and put them to trial, because then that's not fair. So everybody needs to have a level playing field that's fair. So that's what's happening today. So on all of these cases, if there are parents here today related to these cases, it's not going to trial today. It's being reset for discovery. And this case is being reset for discovery for July 24th. All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Judge. Everybody excused.
Yes. All right, who's here on Audriana Ramos?
Ms. Ramos, I'm making sure.
All right, Miss, where is she?
Ms. Ramos, here she comes.
Hi.
Hi, Your Honor.
Hi, so you were recently in jury trial? Were you?
Yeah, I had one up in 399th,
Mm-hmm.
and he pled guilty. So I asked the service to try to reset it for me, and they were able to. Subsequently, but I was trying, did I give the court the proper notice?
No, you did. I was just wondering how things went.
Oh, he pled.
Okay. All right. So on Audriana Ramos, before we get to bond conditions, where are we on discovery?
I've gotten some, but I don't think I got it all. It's looked kind of slow.
Yes, we're actually missing the file down here. I need a request from upstairs, so I can confirm that what exactly he's missing, so I can try and get it to him. Additionally, I think he's got the bond stuff that we need to call the victim on as well too.
All right. So y'all are not ready to approach. They need to call the complainant with regards to the bond.
And if I could clean up my motions incorrect. The no contact order is with respect to the man she allegedly cut. The two kids are with him. I told her, don't do anything to go get those kids because she can't have contact with him. I guess what I want, I think is for the best, is a court to order how that will be done because she can't have contact with the father.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, it makes sense to the court, but you need to confer with the state.
Okay.
All right. Thank
Very
you.
well.
All right. Are the parties here on Adrian Ramos?
That's all, Ms. Ramos.
All right. If you can come forward, did you all work out the?
Yes, we have an agreement, Your Honor.
All right. An agreement for?
We were able to get in contact with the victim, and he's fine with the defendant having contact with the children. So we have no objection to it.
All right. So where are we with discovery?
I'm still lacking a little nugget with them. It was pretty short, and I think other decisions are still outstanding.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
I should be ready by the next setting to provide him with an offer.
All right.
For discovery.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need discovery. And an offer is going to be due in 30 days.
Thank you.
All right, and then with regards to the visitation, she'll need to do it through a third party. She still cannot have contact with the complainant. Do you understand? All right.
It'd be she's living with her aunt. And is that okay, Your Honor? She's living with her aunt. Her mother died last week.
All right, so whoever they approve of for a third party, they'll have to approve. You know, that's something that they need to work out because I'm sure based upon this offense, is there a civil suit or no?
I don't believe so, and I don't believe CPS is involved yet of what we know.
All right, so here's the court's quandary. I will allow her to have visitation, but it has to be supervised. And the reason why I'm doing that, I don't know anything about this case. I don't know why Child Protective Services isn't involved. Usually they would be. So I will allow you to have supervised visitation with the children. All right, is there anything else?
Just how, I want to just make sure I'm clear. Who contacts who to set this up?
She'll need a third party to do that.
Okay, and recommend that to give that name to the probation.
No, because she's not on probation. Am I correct?
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just making sure who she can't talk to the husband. Who should she talk to get that set up? I'm going to use mamas and aunts if that's okay.
Yeah, because this is becoming a civil matter and I'm not the civil attorney.
Yes.
So I'm saying that she can have supervised visitation with minors. I'm not saying her minor children because this is not a civil court. And if something happens during visitation, that's not going to be because the 187 district court judge has ordered something that I should not order.
Okay.
So what I'm saying, if she has contact with any minors, it must be supervised.
Okay. And so we'll agree on supervision with the DA's office and let them know. Who's doing it.
Okay.
I understand the court lacks jurisdiction to say too much.
Yes.
I understand.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you.
Joe in the office throwing cases in the trash. Justice on a seesaw, slipping real fast. Predators roaming, the system's a joke. County funds burning, puffing legal smoke. Let 'em go, Joe. The DA on a roll, waiving crime penalties, digging a hole. Probation for the worst. They back on the street, spending county cash. The cycle repeats. Courthouse or circus, the clowns take the stand. Justice with a blindfold slipping from her hand. X-marked offenders, no cuffs on their wrist. Joe's got the script, a criminal twist. Who's defending who, the people or the foe? Joe's the maestro, a courtroom show. Law books collecting dust, trust is low. Waving through the chaos, let 'em all go. Taxes rising high, funds vanish in air. Defense for the guilty, fairness is rare. Victims left behind, crying out for repair. Joe in the spotlight, but he just don't care. Let 'em go, Joe. The DA on a roll, waiving crime penalties, digging a hole. Probation for the worst. They back on the street, spending county cash. The cycle repeats. Let 'em go, Joe. The DA on a roll, waiving crime penalties, digging a hole. Probation for the worst. They back on the street, spending county cash. The cycle repeats. Let 'em go, Joe got the courthouse sway, tossing out cases like it's judgment day. Predators laugh while the victims pray, justice slipping further away. He's the joker in the legal show, flipping the script, letting villains go. Get out of jail free is his only flow. Monopoly rules in the courtroom glow. He's the joker in the legal show, flipping the script, letting villains go. Get out of jail free is his only flow. Monopoly rules in the courtroom glow. Dismiss the charge, waive the crime. Every predator's free in record time. Reducing penalties like it's a sign. The system's broke, he crossed the line. The scales of justice tipped and bent. To DA's role so poorly spent. His gavel's joke leaves us lament. Where's the balance, where's consent? He's the joker in the legal show, flipping the script, letting villains go. Get out of jail free is his only flow. Monopoly rules in the courtroom glow. He's the joker in the legal show, flipping the script, letting villains go. Get out of jail free is his only flow. Monopoly rules in the courtroom glow. Let 'em go, Joe, it's all a game. Victims cry, but he feels no shame. district attorney putting on a flow. He's joking in the courthouse, playing the role, turning justice into one big loophole. Let him go, Joe, don't you know? Waving charges like a breeze on the low. Predator smiling as they walk out the door. This ain't justice, it's a game for the show. Dismissing cases like they don't mean a thing. He's got the gavel, but he's wearing no king. Monopoly cards in his briefcase he brings. Free pass for the wolves, now hear the town sing. Oh, Joe, you're playing with fire. The people crying while you're raising the wire. Justice ain't a joke, it's a heavy attire. But you laugh like it's a game, you never tire. Let him go, Joe, don't you know? Waving charges like a breeze on the low. Predator smiling as they walk out the door. This ain't justice, it's a game for the show. The streets are talking and they're calling your name. Joe the Joker, they say you're to blame. Reducing penalties like it's all the same, while the city's left burning in your reckless flame. Let him go, Joe, he's back in the show. The district attorney putting on a flow. He's joking in the courthouse, playing the role, turning justice into one big loophole. Let him go, Joe, don't you know? Waving charges like a breeze on the low. Predator smiling as they walk out the door. This ain't justice, it's a game for the show. Dismissing cases like they don't mean a thing. He's got the gavel, but he's wearing no king. Monopoly cards in his briefcase he brings. Free pass for the wolves, now hear the town sing. Oh, Joe, you're playing with fire. The people crying while you're raising the wire. Justice ain't a joke, it's a heavy attire. But you laugh like it's a game, you never tire. Let him go, Joe, don't you know? Waving charges like a breeze on the low. Predator smiling as they walk out the door. This ain't justice, it's a game for the show. The streets are talking and they're calling your name. Joe the Joker, they say you're to blame. Reducing penalties like it's all the same, while the city's left burning in your reckless flame.